Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. It's a very lovely time of the year because over the next few weeks I will be listening to a lot of new music, and I will be doing it with everyone out there who decides to click on the videos on my channel, which is always such a pleasant time to just enjoy listening to music along with other people. It's just one of these special little things we have in life. So I won't ramble about just nonsense for too long. We're gonna listen to a song called Sekret or Sekret or I don't know, sorry, by Ronela Hajati. It's a song competing in Eurovision for Albania. I'm sure all of you out there already know that. And we're gonna listen to it today, and I'm just ready to start this whole listening journey. So let's do that. Alright, solid harmonies to start off. There's like a chanting mood. And the synths are... there's like an arpeggio thing bouncing off the synths. We've got some ethnic type of instrumental. And the melody has a very distinct rhythm, along with this constant... the percussion is contrasting with this melody really nicely. I think the rhythmic inputs are really interesting throughout here. The attitude is really like nicely put together because it uses the breaks very effectively, like vocal breaks between, to just keep the constant beat of the music going. Alright, we keep the percussion in the background to scale it down. Just the synth chords along with this vocal driven segment. There's like this backbeat rhythm which is really groovy and just easy to follow along to. It's very attitude driven. I think that was a really effective build into this drop segment. The sound design here is interesting. It's not very assertive, I think. It's a bit weak in just the punch of the sound design. And the percussion is very similar to what it was in the verse. There's not an additional drive here, so I'm missing that a little bit. Very deep 808s just joining in there. It's a nicer detail. I think the structure of it is rather a bit like static-wise, but it still works. The segments move to each other with a purpose. It's just that they're a bit statically with the actual hits between them. I'm liking these 808s just thrown in there leading into the choruses. And the pause. Well, this is a nice way to build. Some chanting. It's a very assertive, chanting-like introduction to the chorus. I like that second chorus. It actually just had a really assertive sound to it. It was very restrained, but still very just memorable. Not sure on the breaks between the two choruses here, but that's how we end. Okay, this is just a really unique song altogether. I guess we got some kind of story here at the end. We'll just see what happens here. The guy gets into the car and they drive away. Fantastic. And some landscape. Alright, sure. Okay, let's talk about this song right here, because it's definitely interesting. I think there's a lot of things to just really grab along to in this one. It's a very minor driven song, you know, with minor chords, and it just plays off that more dramatic tone, and it wants to be a bit mysterious, it wants to be a bit intriguing in that sense to just really hook you. I just think that, you know, some parts of the song, maybe it's not too melodically engaging. It relies a lot on the atmosphere that it sets through the different instruments it has, and I think a lot of it comes down to as well the attitude of the vocals, how they are delivered, because those are the things you latch onto. I really latch onto like these chantings and the just random yells throughout the song. It's just one of those detailing things that really hook you, and you kind of get dragged into what's going on and the whole cohesiveness of it. The drop segments of the song are kind of cool, but I think they lack a little bit of drive. But I liked them the second time around. It was this more restrained sounding to it, and it actually worked for me that time. The first time I expected something grander, but maybe that's when you get used to listening to the song in a certain way, then you're kind of accepting more towards the direction that they've taken. You just have your own idea in your head when you listen to it the first time how you want it to sound. It's just all a matter of accepting what they've tried to do instead of just sticking to whatever you wanted it to be. Because the second time around, I really enjoyed that restrained tone into it. I just thought maybe it could have built towards something extra. There was this weird structure in the final chorus as well, where you had this more restrained drop, and then it just broke up with some other segment that just dragged out notes, or with pads, or with synths, whatever it was, and then just joined back to the drop. I would have probably preferred a more just expansion to the drop we had if they had added in some percussion, if they had added in some additional harmonies or instruments just contrasting with what was already there. It could have just become a grander finale to the song. I think that it's a bit choppy the way it is right now, but those are, it's more personal preference than actual objectivity in this one, but that's music as a whole, I guess. Those are just some things that I really latched onto here. I just like the whole attitude and rhythm of this song, that I kind of felt like some directions they could have taken would have applied to my taste more. And I think there are ideas in here that could have been expanded on further, especially in terms of the way that they've really used the instrumental with an atmospheric approach. They could have gone further deep onto that. It's charming the way everything sounds, and it has potential to just be grander, I think. And that's just one of those missed opportunities for me personally. But I see what they're trying to do, and I enjoyed it. I really did. It's not really my typical type of music to sit back and enjoy these, but I think there was something in this one, and it really just hooked me. I enjoyed it for the 3-minute runtime that it had. And it's just, it's catchy, it's memorable, it's just enjoyable to sit along to and just follow along. But as I said, I think there are some structural flaws in this, and there could have been a more cohesiveness, I guess. It's just my first initial thoughts I have on this one. I'll listen to it more in the coming days, and I'll make up my mind on really just if I enjoy the approaches they've taken, or if I don't, or if I'm, in between on them, whatever it is. Now I want to hear from everyone out there instead. You tell me what you think of, she pronounced it Sekret, so I guess that's the name of the song. What do you think of Sekret from Albania? Leave your opinions in the comments. And you can also tell me where you would put it in relation to other songs, so I kind of have an idea of how strong this one is in comparison to other songs. Because now this was the first one, so I'm just excited to get through all of them as fast as I can for the coming weeks. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Have a good one until I hopefully see you next time, and bye bye.